Shemel Shai. Yahweh Shemel Shai.
So special.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Psalm 30. I will extol thee, O Lord, for thou hast lifted me up, and hast not made my foes to rejoice over me. O Lord my God, I cried unto thee, and thou hast healed me. O Lord, thou hast brought up my soul from the grave. Thou hast kept me alive, that I should not go down to the pit.
Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rucha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Basically, just wanted to do this video, alright, as an exhortation, okay, to, to boost brothers' spirits and to always remember, okay, why, the reward, okay, that we're going to get, okay, and understanding that on the journey and the path to, get to the kingdom, to endure unto the end, we're going to lose a lot of things, alright, there are a lot of things we've already lost, alright, people, family, materialistic things, okay, there's a lot of things we've forsaken, okay, ambitions, whatever it may be that you wanted to do or you had planned or you had in your life before you came into this truth. Some might have been easier to let go than others. Nonetheless, we made the sacrifice and here we are. Okay, now understand that wasn't in vain. Okay, everything that we dropped along the way while running on this journey, all right, to salvation, the Lord picked it up for us. Okay, if you dropped a woman, she left you, the Lord picked her up. Okay, if you dropped a house, the Lord picked it up. If you dropped a job, the Lord picked it up. Everything, all right, that if your family members, things got worse or became bad between you and your mother or your father or your brother or your sister or whoever it may be, okay, that you might have been close to, but you had to separate from when you came into this truth, the Lord picked them up. Okay, now what I mean by that is that just think of it as being stored in the vault. Okay, and in the kingdom, the Lord is going to release it back to you better than before. If you forsook a house, all right, you're going to get more. You're going to get mansions. You're going to get planets. Okay, if you forsook a woman, you're going to get, if you want her, you can get her back. All right, and many more. She'll look better. She'll be obedient. She'll be humble. Okay, she'll be shamefaced. She'll be sorrowful. Okay, if you, whatever, family members, okay, whatever the case may be that we forsook here, we will get back in the kingdom better, and then we will get more. Okay, if there was a specific woman she was just it for you, all right, things didn't work out, guess what, you're gonna get her back in the kingdom and more. Okay, so we have to remember these things and don't let it discourage you when you lose things or people or whatever it may be. All right, don't let it discourage you. If you want to pursue music, guess what, in the kingdom you'll have the necessary materials, the ability that you don't need a jump start or a sponsor. Okay, whatever it is, you're gonna get it back and more. So don't run and try to look back. Oh, I dropped my watch or I dropped my phone, damn, let me slow down. No, you dropped your phone, don't worry, the Lord's behind you, you picked it up, just keep running. Your focus right now should just be keep on running. All right, now this is the book of Matthew chapter 19 verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? Which was a valid question. I mean, it's not like Peter and the disciples, all right, had, the best life in the world, but they had something that was working for them prior to Yahweh Shai's arrival, and they forsook everything that they had and followed the Lord, and it wasn't necessarily the easiest thing to do. Okay, there's certain things they went through. However, it was the most beneficial thing to do. But at times, the most beneficial things to do are not the easiest things to do. Okay, so Peter asked a valid question. He asked the Lord, so following you and, learning and teaching and healing and doing all these things, yes, is a great thing to be a part of. But, what are we going to get for this? Because we gave up a lot for this. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, and that was the first thing he said, all right, of the reward. If you continue to follow me, okay, in the regeneration, meaning in the reincarnation, in the last days when I show up, okay, speaking as Yahawashi, okay, and I get my reward, basically I'm going to give you a part of my reward, because I'm going to be sitting on my throne, and I'm also going to make you a king to sit on thrones to judge the 12 tribes of Israel. So the first thing that the Lord told him was, you're going to be made kings, you're going to be made rulers. I will give you power over the nations. Verse 29. And in addition to that, everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. Now, how do you receive 100-fold of sisters, or fathers, or mothers? Okay, wives is understandable, but hey, we're gonna find out, because the Lord said it. Okay, so whatever you lost over here, you'll get it back 100 times more. Think of it like you had an old Obama phone, a track phone or something, and as you were running, it fell out of your pocket, but you forsook it and you kept running. In the kingdom of the Lord will give you just for example's sake, an iPhone XR. You know, you like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I lost the track phone, and look at what I got in return. Okay. It says, and so in addition to so the Lord said you're gonna be made rulers. Okay. In addition to that, everything you lost, I'm gonna give it back to you 100-fold. And in addition to that, you're gonna inherit everlasting life. So you're gonna be made immortal. Okay, think about that. So the Lord understands that, look, the time that we've been given, all right, the lifespan, which right now we're not immortal. So the lifespan we've been given, we chose to spend our time, all right, on the Lord, on doing his work. So he said, you know what? For the time that you spent doing what I wanted, I'll give you all that time back. Matter of fact, I'll make it eternity. I'll make you immortal. Okay? So these are things we have to keep in mind, that the Lord said he's going to reward us with these things, okay, in the kingdom. But keep in mind, he said, ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory. That means when the Lord comes back. So you have to keep on running until we hit the end. Okay? And if you succeed in doing that, you're gonna get all this, man. Okay, and that's an amazing thing. Think about it, man. Everything you've lost, everything that vexed you, everything that, you know, that made you unhappy, everything that, you know, all the loss is gonna turn to gain. Okay? Peace of mind, children, you know, I mean, just things that you can't even, you know, things you don't even know about. Okay, so the Lord is basically going to pay you back 100-fold. And then the scriptures also say that what the Lord has prepared for us, eye have not seen, neither has ear heard, neither has it entered into the minds of men, what the Lord has for us. Okay, so in addition to all this that I just read, we're going to get things that we don't even know some of these things exist. I mean, some of the things that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi is going to give to us, we don't even know they exist. We've never even heard of such things before. Lord might bless you with something, and you know what I'm saying? you're taking a second to say, whoa, what is this again? You know? Because right now, we can only imagine things we've been exposed to. Okay? But the things we're gonna get, we don't even know. We don't even know what direction it's in. You know? So imagine that. Alright, from here let's go. This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1. So knowing that, understanding that, keeping that in the back of your mind, really in the front of your mind, okay, that's more motivation to keep on pushing. Okay? Seeing that these things are coming to pass, seeing that we're so close, finish the race. You're going to get to escape the destruction, but in addition, you're going to get a great reward. Okay? Not to mention the crowns that we're going to get. Okay? Which comes along with what? Recognition, glory, fame. Now this is Hebrews 12:1. It says, wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, all right, which are those, all right, that are not necessarily prophets, okay, but are believers, men, women, children, they are a cloud of witnesses. It says, let us lay aside every weight and sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us. So anything that might weigh you down, anything that might slow you down, anything that might turn you into Lot's wife, causing you to turn back when you're supposed to straight just look forward and keep going, put that aside. Detach yourself from it. Okay? And understand that, look, regardless of what it is, regardless of how hard it may be to detach yourself from it, you're going to get it back. So it's not really goodbye, it's see you later. Okay? Verse 2, looking onto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith. So instead of being weighed down by those things, and like it says, and sin. So like the scriptures say, don't let your sins weigh you down. Throw that away. And look forward and look onto Yahushua. Alright, look ahead of you. It says, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. So even Yahushua, alright, meditated on the things he would get, and it also helped him go through what he had to go through. Okay, always think ahead. Alright, the scriptures talk about better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And that is so true. So if you know the end is better, think about the end. And I mean the end that's past Jacob's trouble. The end that comes with the new bodies, the immortal bodies, you know, and those bodies don't, it's not just being able to live forever, it comes with a different feel. We don't even know what it's going to feel like. We don't even know what it's going to look like, but we know it's going to look better than what we got now. All right. We're going to be able to think differently. We're going to have understanding of, man, I can't even tell you that. Okay. Now, in addition to all that, let's get this. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 42. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. And what Ezra was seeing, alright, was Yahushua putting crowns on the heads of the elect. The young man of high stature was Yahushua. Alright. And like that's why it says he was more exalted, because he is Yahushua. But imagine that. Yahushua putting a crown on your head. This is not like getting a shout out from Drake, you know what I'm saying, or getting a record deal with a famous company. No. This is Yahushua, okay, the second in command in all of existence, acknowledging you, okay, by putting a crown on your head, giving you authority, giving you power, giving you reverence, you know. Can you imagine what that feels like? And nobody's gonna ever be able to take that crown off your head. Nobody can take away the glory that the Lord will give us. I mean, is that not motivation enough? Who recognizes us now? Other than the people you know, other than those that, you know, that actually take heed to the message that we're teaching. You know, people don't look at us as anything. Okay, they could care less. You try to tell somebody about this truth, man, they're like, that makes them want to separate themselves from you even more. But guess what? We got the Most High and Yahushua who will recognize us. Okay, who see us as precious. Is that not like you? I mean, we're valued by the highest valued beings in all of existence. And it's going to be made physically manifest. Okay? To where we're going to get a crown put on our heads. Okay? You read about the book of Esther with Ahasuerus, all right, the Persian king. And he was a heathen king. But look at the riches he had. Look at the how people feared him, how people looked at him. And he was a heathen king. And he wasn't even king of the earth. He was king of, you know, a certain portion of the earth. So how much more for us? He didn't have spiritual power. He wasn't immortal. But yet look at how he was looked at. So imagine us. Verse 44. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High, alright, or the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, which is our power. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them, and giveth them palms in their hands? And he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. That's who? Yahushai. Then began I to began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. And guess what? In the kingdom, or when this happens, because everybody's gonna know about it, okay? Even those that come later on, they're gonna hear about it. But when this happens, a lot of people, okay, who are just as close as we were to gaining this, Lord willing, we are of the elect. Imagine how they'll feel, you know, standing there and just in the back of their mind, they know, like, damn, where did I go wrong? You know, all I had to do was just do what they were doing, and I would have been getting what they're getting. All I had to do was just keep on doing. I was on the right path at one point, okay? I just had to stay on the path, but I went completely south. Okay, that's what Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. And now look at me now. Okay, I mean, of course, you know, all Israel is going to be righteous, all Israel is going to be good. Okay, but there's going to be levels. Okay, there's definitely going to be rank, there's definitely going to be order, and there's going to be levels. Okay, and understand that those levels are not going to be breached, they're not going to be changed, they're not going to be overwritten. Okay, it's going to be, this is where you at, and this is where you're going to be at for all eternity. Okay, you're going to have authority over the nations, but you're not going to have authority as the elect are. Okay. All right. It says, verse 48. Then the angel said unto me, Go thy way, and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders, of the Lord thy power thou hast seen. And this is coming, man. Okay, this is coming for us. That is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 17. It says, For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. Okay, now what does this mean? The Lord is not going to create literally a new planet Earth. Okay, but just as it says in the book of Revelation, the Lord is going to renew, all right, the earth. Okay, because the scriptures tell you in the book of Ecclesiastes that the earth abideth forever. Okay, the Lord is going to renew the earth. All the negative things, all the things of this world are going to pass away with Esau. Okay, and the negative things, okay, all the wickedness and all that, it's not going to come to mind. As the scriptures say, just like Esau is going to be chased away as a bad dream. Okay, people are going to look for him, but they're not going to find him. And along with his disappearance are going to go all the wickedness that he did. Okay, all the kind of mindset and the vibration of wickedness that was put on the earth is not going to be remembered. It's not going to be, as a matter of fact, let's look up the word remembered. Okay. Zakar, called to remembrance, all right, called to mind, to be brought to remembrance, okay, to record, to mention, okay. So the things, all right, in this world, all right, and in terms of, you know, the negative things, it's not going to be something that's going to even have value to where we're going to bring it into remembrance, you know. Verse 18, but be ye glad and rejoice forever that in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. Okay? We're not necessarily, as a nation, we're not rejoicing right now. Alright, and we are not a joy. There's damn near riots everywhere. Okay? It says, And I will rejoice in Jerusalem, and joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. Alright, this is also a part of the gift, man. There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that hath not filled his days. For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. Okay, now we understand that literally, okay, there's not going to be a child, all right, an Israelite child that dies of 100 years old. Okay, because we're going to be immortal. Okay. But we are gonna be able to live. We're gonna live forever, and we're gonna enjoy it, man. Okay, we're gonna enjoy our childhood. We're gonna live full lives for all eternity. Okay, you're not gonna have any people dying young. Okay, you're not going. You know, here they'll say, oh, he was too young. He didn't get to live his life. He didn't get to do all this. That's number one. It really isn't any life for you to live here. All right, in Babylon anyway, or in this present age. Okay, it's all just surviving. You know, who wants to keep doing it? You just want to just survive. You just spend your whole life just surviving. Nah, man. We want to enjoy things. Okay, we want to experience true joy and true pleasure. Verse 21, and they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build and another inhabit, they shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are, as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. And there's certain trees that they just live. They live hundreds and thousands of years. If you don't cut it down, I don't even know, you know what I'm saying, if that tree's ever gonna die. There's certain trees that are like that because trees are rooted in the earth, okay, and they get nutrients from the earth. So certain trees, so long as the earth is good, they're good, and their stem grows huge. You know, I guess the tree trunk or whatever they call it. It's just massive. Okay, there's certain trees, man. You look at, you don't even know how old this tree is, man. For all we know, there's certain trees that have been here for, I don't even know, for damn near, you know. I don't even want to put a time on it because I don't know. But let's just say a very long time. Okay. It says, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. So the Lord said, the scriptures say that the Lord is not unrighteous as to forget our labor of love that we have had towards his name. So we're going to be rewarded for this. Okay. They shall not labor in vain. So everything we're doing now is not going to be in vain. It's going to matter. All right. It matters now, but we're going to understand on what level of fullness it's going to matter. It says, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord, and their offspring with them. Meaning what? We're going to have children. Okay. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer. And while they are yet speaking, I will hear. This is going to be our life. You know, this is going to be our life. You know, certain things, you know, you might get here and you'll be like, whew, damn, you know, I caught a break. We ain't going to need to catch breaks in the kingdom. Our whole life is going to be, you know, like here you might get something here that you know, it'll be like a blessing every here and there. Our whole life is going to be a blessing in the kingdom. Verse 25, the wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and the dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, saith the Lord. So the wild animals are not going to be carnivores anymore. All right, carnivores anymore. They're not going to be eating each other. Okay, you're not going to see a zebra with no legs, you know, or a deer, you know, being eaten alive by a hyena. Nah, you're not going to see that stuff, man. Everything is going to be peaceful, like a scene from the Lion King. Okay. And this is Baruch chapter 2 verse 30. We're going to end it here. It says, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves. And that's what we're doing now. It's starting with the elect. And shall know that I am the Lord their power, Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushai. For I will give them an heart, meaning a mind, and ears to hear. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, which we're doing now, and think upon my name, which we're doing now as well, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, which is called repentance. For they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord, and I will bring them again into the. So we're gonna remember, all right. Number one, okay, what we did in the past, okay, not us per se, but our forefathers, okay, and we're gonna seek the ways of righteousness, okay. We're gonna remember Deuteronomy 28 and 15 on down, the curses, okay, and we're gonna remember that what we are those people, and we're gonna say, well, if we look at what our forefathers did, and it ended them up or ended us up in this position, then we got to do the opposite. We got to repent. We got to actually seek the Lord. Okay, verse 34, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. So we're not going to die, and we're just going to keep on multiplying. So what does that mean? That means eventually we're going to be too much for this earth, and so we're going to have to start what? Spreading elsewhere. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. So we're going to be permanently set over there, all right? And we're going to flourish from then on out, okay? And we're actually going to give life back to the earth, because right now the earth is just like us. It's surviving, okay? It's not really alive. It's not, you know, flourishing like it should be, okay? But keep all this in mind, all right, as you do your videos and you go out there and teach and you stay in the spirit, and you know, when temptation arises, keep all this in mind, okay? That in a split-second decision that you could make that's a wrong decision, you could lose all of this. All right, the Lord could look at you and say, just that one thing you did, I'm taking the spirit off you. All right, and you're not going to be part of the elect. So weigh out, all right, the options, man. Weigh the balance. You know, weigh things out. You know, count the cost. Think in your mind, okay, whatever this temptation is, or whatever this thing I'm about to do is, can it potentially jeopardize my chance of gaining salvation, of gaining all these blessings? I mean, I've forsaken a lot. Okay, you have forsaken a lot in your life to be where you at now in this truth. So whatever may come your way, always remember that, okay, is it worth losing everything you forsook and losing the kingdom and gaining destruction? Is this one deed or one thing that you're about to do worth it? Because afterwards, how are you going to feel? Always think about the consequence before you do certain actions, okay? And always filter it first. All right, is it going to please the Lord or is it not? If it's not, don't do it. If it is, do it. It's as simple as that. Okay, if you gotta make decisions that way to keep you safe, make decisions that way and keep you safe, man. Okay, so with that, I hope you were exhorted and edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kudash. Until next time, Shalom.